All right, trying again. Again, just a warning. As long as these videos are going on, you're going to hear my children screaming in the background and occasionally me screaming at them for screaming in the background, just to prepare you. So we are finding surface area of prisms for right now. Rectangular prisms are by far the easiest. And to back it up just a second, surface area is the area of every surface on your figure. As long as you keep that in mind, the formulas aren't necessarily as important. They're easy. In some cases, they're easier, but if you know how to find the area of every surface, you're going to be fine with this. So your formula is surface area equals 2 times the length times width, plus 2 times the length times height, plus 2 times the width times height. If you look at this formula, every single value is listed exactly twice. So you've got 2 lengths, 2 widths, 2 heights. Every single time on a rectangular prism, it is going to work out like that. You are going to use the values you're given exactly twice. So on number 1, a rectangular prism, nice easy shape, you're going to use 7 twice, 13 twice, and 9 twice. Now, if you notice, my notes, I don't know about the notes I uploaded because I uploaded them directly from Gina Wilson's packet instead of doing mine. Mine would have been pictures, might have been blurry, not as easy to deal with. Mine are not labeled, so if you want, off to the side, label length, width, and height. Just go through and write it, and that way you know, all right, I'm going to use 7 twice, 13 twice, and 9 twice. And then you just plug it into your formula, plug it into your calculator, and go, and you get an answer, and it's nice and easy. Lugs, not that high. If that is a struggle for you, you can always draw out your net figure, where this shape right here, that's our base, and that's a 13 by 7. If you look, the height of that figure specifically is 9, so that's where our wings come out, which is a 9 by 7 out here. To incorporate the height, you've got 9 here and 9 here, and then your parallel base would be the 7 here. So again, if you're going along with the theory that surface area is the area of all the surfaces, you could go through and say, all right, 9 times 13 is 117. And I've got another one of those down here. And then I've got 9 times 7 is 63. So that makes that 63. 13 times 7 is 91. So both of those are 91. Did you just flip her out of the hammock? Stay away from it. No more hammock today. Logan, that's enough. You can tally up all of your values, and it's going to give you the same answer as 542. So again, you can go through every single shape and just label length, width, height. Make sure you use each of those values exactly twice in your formulas, and you're always going to come out with the right answer. Or you can draw out your net figure and figure it out that way, whichever way is more comfortable for you. Now, if you are dealing with a non-rectangular prism, so all of your other prisms, the formulas are a little more involved. Again, you can still find the area of every surface and tally them up. The formula that they teach, and they teach it in every book I've come across, is finding the lateral area first. Lateral area is the area of the non-bases. So it's all of the rectangles that go around the outside of your shape. And then you add on the area of the base. Remember, we're dealing with prisms. Prisms have 2 bases. So lateral area is HP, where H is the height between bases. Every single year, kids get that mixed up. They just want to find the height of the base shape itself. You want the distance between your bases. And then the perimeter of the base is P. So on every single one of these, you're going to find lateral area first. And then you're going to use that to find your surface area. Surface area is lateral area plus 2 times the area of the base. So anytime you see a big B in the next couple of weeks, big B stands for area of base. So if we look at number 4 is a triangular prism, meaning to find our lateral area. Keep this in mind. We're going to come over here to the blank paper, and that way I can kind of show you. Maybe. There we go. All right. Lateral area is the height between the bases times the perimeter. So our height between our bases, you come over here, you've got the base triangle on the bottom, the top triangle on the top, so you want the distance in between those triangles, which is that nice pretty 16. So we come over here, h equals 16, and then you have to find your perimeter. Well, how do you find the perimeter of any shape? You add up all the sides. You've got a 9, you've got a 12, and then if you, if you carry the 15 up from the bottom, see, this is 15, which makes this 15. So to find your perimeter, there we go, you're going to do 9 plus 12 plus 15. And you take that, plug that information in, and that's where you get a lateral area of 576 meters squared. Now, that's not what we want. We want surface area. So to find your surface area, you take your lateral area plus 2 times the area of the base. So we're going to come back over here. Your area of the base formula is going to change depending on what your base shape is. Our base shape is a triangle. Area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. Do you notice how this is a lowercase b? You're talking about the base of that triangle. So base and height have to meet at a 90. So if this is 9, this is 9. If this is 12, this is 12. Base and height meet at a 90. So our area formula is going to be 1/2 times 9 times 12. Sorry guys, it is cold outside. So we need 2 times that. 2 times 1/2 of 9 times 12. And we get that our 2b part of our formula is 108. So you take that, which over here what I have is I have 2 times b, found the area of b, which was 54, and added it up. But either way, you get 684 as your total. So number 5, just to kind of walk you through what you need to label. It is another triangular prism. If you notice, you've got 5, 10, 12. That's your triangle. That's your back triangle. So for lateral area, you want the perimeter around the outside. So perimeter around the outside, 5 plus 12 plus, then you need this slant, and if you follow that directly across, it's 10. So 5 plus 12 plus 10 is 27. Then you need your height between bases. So from triangle to triangle, front to back, that's where this 3 comes in. So our h equals 3. You plug all that information in, and you get a lateral area of 81. Now, from your lateral, you have to find your surface. Surface area is lateral area plus 2 times the area of your base. Your base shape, again, is a triangle. Now, what is different between number 4 and number 5? Our 90 on number 5 is in the center of that back triangle. So let me erase half of my scribble scratch here. That means that this is the base. Come back, that's 12. So the base of my triangle is 12. My height, it tells me, is 4.1. So the area of the base is 1/2 times 12 times 4.1. And that gives you approximately 24.6. Plug that into your surface area formula, and you get 130.2 kilometers squared. Somebody asked yesterday if I was going to take off for not having points squared or units squared. I will not. Number 6 is probably one of your more complicated ones, not because it's a hard problem, but because it's a trapezoid. And I know how everybody feels about trapezoids. So your trapezoidal prism, again, how you tell it's a trapezoidal prism, you're looking for parallel bases. Yes, this rectangle is parallel to this rectangle, but it's not the odd shape out. The trapezoid in the front and in the back, those are your odd shapes out. So you need to find the perimeter of that trapezoid. Perimeter is adding up all the sides. So 12 plus 18 plus 23. Ooh, my handwriting is getting sloppy. Plus 20. You're adding this plus this plus this plus this. That's your perimeter. Then you want the height between the bases. So between this trapezoid and this trapezoid, front to back. Well, that one's not labeled, that one's not labeled, that one's not labeled. Hey, there's a 15. So that's how you find your lateral area, and you get 1,095. From there, you have to find your surface area. Surface area is lateral area plus 2 times the area of the base. Our base shape is a trapezoid, which is different. 4 and 5 are triangles. So now you're dealing with a different area formula. If you cannot remember, and just in case you don't have your note packet, this is number 6, not number 5. Area of a trapezoid is 1/2 times the height times base 1 plus base 2. Well, in our trapezoid, 1/2 times the height always has to have a 90, and you're given that in that bottom corner. So our height is 12. Base 1 and base 2, those are your parallel parts of your trapezoid. Base 1 would be 18, base 2 would be 23, and again, it doesn't matter which order you write those in. So 1/2 times 12 times 18 plus 23, and you get a base of 246, but again, you have 2 of those. Plug it all in, you get 1,587 feet squared. I'll post the back here in a little bit.